That feeling of giving your all, of smashing that PR, of those damn burpees. It's that feeling of the Lowlands Throwdown 2014 Qualifier. The first workout for the Lowlands Throwdown 2014 Qualifier is Climb That Ladder. It is a 16-minute ascending ladder of wall ball shots, toes to bar, box jumps, and ring dips. The first round will begin with the athlete completing 4 wall ball shots, then 3 toes to bar, then 2 box jumps, and finally 1 ring dip. The second round will begin with more repetitions of each movement. You will do 8 wall ball shots, 6 toes to bar, 4 box jumps, and 2 ring dips. Every round after that, the reps will continue to increase in the same manner. The standard for the wall ball shots: the athlete will begin behind the ball with the ball on the ground. They will pick up the ball and must pass below parallel with the crease of the hip below the top of the knee. The athlete will then throw the ball to their target. Women will throw the ball to at least 275 centimeters, and the men must throw the ball to at least 300 centimeters. You need to see the ball touch the target every time. The wall ball shot will be performed with a 9-kilo ball for men and a 6-kilo ball for women. A 20-pound ball or a 14-pound ball is acceptable, but the ball must be at least 9 kilos for men and 6 kilos for women. When performing the wall ball shots, if the athlete does not go below parallel, it will be a no rep. If the athlete does not hit the target at or above the required height, it will also be a no rep. That's including if the ball does go high enough but does not touch the wall. That will also be a no rep. If the athlete drops the ball and picks the ball up on the bounce and continues to the next rep, that will be a no rep. If the athlete drops the ball, they must stop the ball on the ground, and then they may continue with the next rep, going below parallel and hitting the target at or above. The toes to bar begins with the athlete hanging with the arms at full extension and the heels behind the vertical plane. Both feet must touch the bar in between the hands at the same time for the repetition to count. If the athlete fails to pass the heels behind the vertical plane, that is a no rep. The box jump begins with the athlete jumping with both feet on top of the box. On top of the box, the athlete must extend the knee and the hip before they go back down. The athlete may jump off, the athlete may jump up, stand and step off, the athlete may jump, stand and crawl off, but there are no step-ups allowed. No rep. The men's height for the box jump is 60 centimeters, and the women's height is 50 centimeters. Inches may be used. It must be at least 20 inches for women and 24 inches for men. There are several common faults that we see when performing box jumps. Many times athletes will jump onto the box and jump off before they've achieved full extension of the knees and hips. These are some examples of those mistakes. Every single one of those would have been a no rep. Sometimes the athletes will also jump onto the box and push their hips forward and not lock out their knees. That will also be a no rep. If the athlete jumps onto the box and extends their knees but not their hips, will also be a no rep. Remember, the athlete must jump onto the box, extend the knees and the hips. The ring dip begins with the athlete in the support position With the ring support, the elbows need to be fully extended and the shoulders need to be directly above the rings. Elbows fully extended, arms extended, and shoulders directly above the rings. For the repetition to count, the athlete starts in the supported position, must go all the way down, shoulders below the elbows with the hips below the rings, and all the way back up to the support. Remember guys, for the repetition to count, your feet may not touch the ground. Kipping ring dips are allowed as long as all of the range of motion standards are met. A possible scaling option, if you cannot at this time complete ring dips, would be a jump to support, lower yourself down to the full range of motion, and jump back to support. If you scale the ring dip to anything other than the as prescribed range of motion standards, you are no longer eligible to qualify for the finals. And your score will be ranked below all individuals that do the movement as prescribed. Those are the movement and range of motion standards for WOD 1. Climb that ladder. Good luck.